The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
It's Friday, it's time for the War Room, and I'm here with all you people. And hey, guess what? It's just me and my boy, Dirty Dave, in the hizzle for shizzle. And we're about to have some fun, izzle to nizzle. I don't know how many times I can rhyme that. I'm just going to stop because I'm white. What's up, Dave? How you doing? You're muted. Hold on. I still can't hear you. Dirty Dave's got dirty mic. I don't know what's up.
Kidding me.
Yeah, there you go.
You keep kidding me.
He keeps doing it. It doesn't want to hear what you got to say tonight.
Yeah. G'day, friends and fans. Welcome to the men's room. The widest men's room ever.
Yeah, we white tonight. I'm trying to work on my farmer's tan. See, I work outside a lot, and I got this really nice tan line, right in here somewhere where my t-shirt stops. So I've been wearing sleeveless. I've been wearing sleeveless whenever I'm not working, trying to get some sun on the guns. So yeah, ain't had a lot going on. Well, I take that back. It's like drinking from a fire hose in the last 24 hours. There's been quite a bit of updates, if you will, because Trump laid out some work last night saying about how that China done got involved in our elections. So there's quite a bit to discuss with that, quite a bit to unpack. I was kind of disappointed listening to Trump's speech because it felt less like you were telling me something new and more like I told you so, rubbing it in, giving opinion.
Well, the thing is, he's confirming what the CIA knew and had briefed Joe Biden and Donald Trump and other presidential candidates back in 2020 about election interference. And Joe chose, as president, to keep those documents neatly hidden away.
Well, let's be fair. Did Joe Biden actually choose this, or was it the auto pen that chose that? Does that make sense?
Yeah, Joe didn't make any decisions. It was them. It was them behind the scenes who made all the
They,
decisions.
them. Yes, exactly. Let's see. I found some. These are some clips from last night that I took from.
Doing
I kind of thought these were kind of important, so I saved them in my bookmark section.
the quote is now under review, but it gets even worse. Raw intelligence obtained by the FBI in 2020,
So
yet buried by rogue bureaucrats, stated that China's activities even included an attempt to manufacture illegal ballots for Joe Biden.
all right. Well, see, we kind of knew this kind of stuff already. So what I'm having a hard time with is why are we discussing this in this way? Why are you putting it out here like this? Why not just drop out the evidence?
Okay, I think it has to do with the national security law, in which he may not be able to show us the physical evidence because these reports contain names of informants
Fair enough.
and names of agents, and they don't want the preparing report to be made public yet because it is probably still before a Senate committee or a Senate subcommittee or whatever you want to call it. Who's ever handling this document has given Trump a brief, and
Fair
Trump
enough.
still can't show you these briefs because
Yeah.
we can't know the names of the people on these committees that are doing this secret work.
Okay. So, in other words, because there's one small segment that needs to be kept quiet, we can't see proof. It's just
Yeah.
gonna be hit. Okay, gotcha. Hey,
But
just real
remember,
quick before we get just a brief pause.
yeah,
We got a couple people watching over on Rumble and on YouTube. So hey, how are you? Good evening. Please drop in a chat what your thoughts were of last night's
Yeah.
speech. And we're gonna roll through and try to talk and get to that. Anyways,
Yeah.
back to you, Dave.
All right, last word on it. Remember, the proof was shown to Joe Biden. Initially, it was shown to senators and House leadership on both sides. So every time you hear Democrats come out and deny something, that's bullshit because they've been showing it.
Right.
It's the same with that big RICO case they're trying in California right now against the gangs, right?
Gotcha.
Marco Rubio is going against the gangs, the NGOs, a whole bunch of people involved in left-wing violence, election rigging, ballot harvesting. So again, all the proof has been shown to the people relevant. Gavin Newsom is complaining he hasn't been shown the proof. Guess what, Gavin? You're not in the loop. You're probably on the list of suspects.
Gotcha.
So it's like AOC coming out saying, well, I wasn't shown. You're a junior congressman. You don't get to know shit.
Gotcha. While we're on the topic of people, Lindsey Graham died, which was completely out of left field, apparently, and we all thought Mitch McConnell was the one rolling out, but
Mitch McConnell was, I believe, 6 days on life support.
Really?
Yeah. I believe.
Wow.
I believe they gave him that. I believe his wife didn't go to China for a new heart. She went to go get that nice, sweet medicine that keeps people alive. You know, that super expensive stuff that.
Yeah. Yes. I understand what you're meaning.
Yeah. Stuff that you can't manufacture in America because allegedly it's made from dead babies.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought you were talking about.
Yeah.
Understood. So, let's see.
So it's official. Well, sort of not official. China's in recession.
Really?
And they won't admit it.
Well, I mean, what do you do?
Yeah, but we're going to hear a lot more companies pulling out of China now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, a
Well.
lot of companies are sick and tired of paying that 25% tax, which, 25% tax, 50% tax, right? Because it would make up the debt. You know why because goods in China should be way less, right? The yarn's only like worth 50 cents. But the reason why Chinese goods are so expensive is because all these companies have to pay Chinese officials huge amounts of cash, or they get robbed, their factories burned down, the usual.
Yeah.
So they've been paying a huge price for being in China. And what's happened is China's been stealing all this technology and starting to copy them. But anyway, with the fall of China, we may see the rise of Japan. Now, normally when a country falls, another one doesn't rise automatically. But China and Japan, it seems to be like a seesaw. Whenever China rises, Japan falls. That's why Japan gets so salty, because let's face it, Japan's a small island with an economy way bigger than it should have.
Oh, yeah.
And that's because Japan does the majority of its manufacturing in other countries. And China's been screwing Japanese companies.
Well, I mean, it does feel like, hey, they're going after these people nonstop, constantly, and it's getting kind of old. But what do? I mean, this country, China, seems to just want to bully everybody in the area.
Well, America back in the 1800s formed a special relationship with Japan and China and had a very special trading advantage for a long time. And they thought these countries really liked you. But as you know, Roosevelt screwed over Japan, causing World War II because he wanted to favor China.
Yeah.
And ever since, America's been playing seesaw with those countries. And it's about time America's suddenly decided now we're not going to play with China anymore. We're not going to play your games anymore. We're not going to ruin our relationship with Japan, Taiwan, and Korea over your petty petulance, right? Everybody knows it. When it comes to racial superiority complex, China makes the KKK look timid. It really does.
Yeah.
China is the salty man of Asia, right? And yeah, the other Asian countries bullied them too, but America put an end to that in the 80s with this. 70s with this China trade deal under Nixon, right? He got all the other countries to lay off China, let them develop, thinking they're not going to be communists within 20 years. Communism right now, Xi Jinping, because he's ruined so many companies, he's stolen billions of dollars out of companies, not just in IP, but physically demanding toll payments up sometimes in excess of twice the price of the product. You know, China has the worst GDP to wage ratio in the world. They make Nigeria look,
Gotcha.
So America is finally done with China. That's what Trump is really saying.
They should be.
Right. We're stop propping you up. You're gonna collapse. You are collapsing. We're gonna sit back and watch you collapse. We're not gonna do anything to you. You're already off the edge. You're floating down to the right. You're in this surreal free fall right now. And we're not gonna give you a safe landing. You're gonna hit the bottom hard.
Yeah.
Now they offered an off-ramp to Russia, and Russia hasn't taken it yet. Because remember, the biggest investor in Russia is China and India. And those two hate Russia. They're not friends. They're enemies. China and Russia have had more border conflicts than anyone in the last 50 years. They're just always harsh.
Right.
But the latest, right, in Cambodia and Thailand, and now China putting pressure on Thailand, Trump has also told them, you want to get in the bed with Xi Jinping? Our ships aren't going to dock at your port. And there goes, what, a quarter of your revenue?
I don't know. I mean, so what? Obviously, I think I know the question that I know the answer to the question I'm about to ask.
Yeah.
But what does China gain from meddling in elections, in U.S.
Okay.
elections?
In US elections, if you can crack the hardest nut, you can crack them all.
Right.
Okay.
Well,
if they can control you, they can control everyone.
gotcha. I understand that. See, my thoughts is that they really just wanted to control the Biden team, and China would be able to control them and not Trump. Is the way that I'm thinking.
Yeah, but it's actually more long term. Okay, China never does short term. Right, short term is the sweet side effect, but the long term is if they can crack the hardest nut, they can crack every nut.
Gotcha. And I mean, obviously, the United States is probably one of the largest.
It's the hardest nut.
It will be, yeah. I mean, I don't know how else to say that and it not come off sounding rude or whatever. But that's exactly
I'm talking
right.
about. Yeah, I'm talking. It's an old saying when it comes to cracking walnuts. If you can crack the hardest walnut, you can crack any nut. Right.
Right. Sounds about right.
Yeah. So, America is the world's walnut. Right. When it comes to democracy, you have, and even though it is fundamentally flawed, it is hard to sustain election fraud in the United States. It usually fragments very quickly.
Right.
And if you're using, and it usually comes down to college kids are lazy, right? They might get enthusiastic a couple of times and go out and get people to sign up. But people are not going to sell their vote if they get sick and tired of you. You come around every election asking the same thing: sign this form, sign this form. People eventually tell you to piss off, right? They get sick of you.
Yeah.
The $5. At first, you're a bum. $5 feels great, but then you see the same college kids with gold watches and cars, and they start asking for more money. So the college kids find it harder and harder to get people signing up because they say, you know what, you got a gold watch, man. Give me your gold watch. Plus a lot of these college kids, when they get older, they realize that, man, this is hard work and I'm only getting I'm not getting enough, because they see Gavin Newsom making millions of dollars. He raised $12 million, and what do I get? I don't even get $1,000.
I don't get nothing but this stupid T-shirt.
Yeah, I got nothing but this T-shirt. So election fraud is very hard to sustain in the United States because it really is hard work, and sometimes, actually more often than not, you may not get enough votes anyway to swing the election. But they do it anyway because it's habit.
Gotcha.
It is a habit. Like all these people who... Remember Al Gore? The reason why Gore never became president is because he was caught busing people from Yonkers to Bogota in Florida. And you got to ask yourself how long these people have been bussed around America to vote. And,
but see, they do bust them around because the Democrat Party thinks, hey, if I can push all these people in and give them free junk, they're still going to vote for me.
And half the time, people get sick of it, right? It's like how they wheeled out all these old people to do these stupid protests.
Yeah.
But you promised us pudding. No pudding. So people, but it's like people, they don't realize the election creep with the changes in election laws, particularly in California. But that's what you get when you don't pay attention. Oh, ballot harvesting is illegal. No, it's not. They made it legal in many states.
Yeah. Let's see.
And even with ballot harvesting, Gavin Newsom could still be toppled because here's a strange statistic that people don't know. Do you know the majority of people who left California were liberals, not Republicans?
No.
They did a survey of people who left California and where they settled. They made Texas purple, but they made California purple because the majority who left California were liberals. Remember, who succeeds in California? They spent so much time crushing Republicans, right? Excluding, destroying all the small businesses.
So apparently, CNN and major news networks were lambasted over the internet last night because they refused to play the speech, but they wanted to go back and be able to criticize it and cut it apart. CNN just admitted something they probably didn't expect to say out loud. According to the network, media executives made the decision not to air President Trump's integrity address live and unedited. Their reasoning, they believe that it would be dangerous. They just admitted the media decides what the public gets to see and what they don't. So they are actively trying to change your perspective because they want to put their spin on it and they don't want you to know the truth.
Exactly. Now, the only other major thing that's happened, of course, is the resumption of Iran bombing.
That is what I've heard that too.
Okay. Now, the Iran bombing campaign is Trump's carrot and a stick. He's doing the Woodrow Wilson approach, right? I whack you on the side of the head, and I put the surrender document in front of you. No, don't want to sign it? Whack! Now, apparently there's some confusion over the memorandum of understanding. The Iranians are taking it literal, right?
That's what it seems like.
The understanding is, right, Iranian ships in the Iranian passage are still ships traveling through the Iranian passage, right, are subject to Iranian law because it's Iranian waters, and if they toll those ships, that's not an issue. The issue is trying to force ships to use the Iranian passage. The Iranians did not sign the document that had anything to do, right? They signed a watered down version of the document.
Gotcha.
So they signed their own version and gave it to the United States. And Trump's saying, this is not what we agreed to. And the Iranians are saying, no, this is what we agreed to. So, this is like, it's like walking into the bank and you signing your own loan document. And then saying, I'm not going to repay it because... Yeah. No. Well, it's really wacky. It's like, man, you signed your own document, not the one the United States presented to you. On surface, they look the same until you realize that they made sweet little changes to it. It's like, that's the most scummiest thing on earth to do. You know that, right?
Yeah. Well, but see, the thing of it is, though, these people, I do believe that these people think that they're doing the right thing, but they're obviously wrong. They're so wrong.
Yeah, they believe they're fighting Satan, so telling lies is legitimate in their eyes.
Yeah.
When someone's that delusional, you can't reason with them. When there's no proof on earth I can give you to prove that I'm not a Satanist because you believe I'm a Satanist. There's nothing that will change your mind.
Yeah.
And this is the day. Now, yes, the Catholic Church fell for this sophistry too. That once you believe someone's evil because they don't follow your doctrine, right? There's no convincing someone. And even if you do follow their doctrine, they now turn around and say, yes, you're a perpetual liar. I still can't trust you. You know, there is no salvation once they condemn you. And the Catholic Church gave up on salvation and redemption and all those things 450 years ago. Islam and Judaism, to some extent, still hold that no salvation for the outsider, you know?
Yeah.
And this is why people do condemn Judaism, but some people take it to condemning people. You can always separate the person from their ideology, because people can change their ideology. They can't change their skin color, but they can change their religion.
Yes.
And that is what we have to do. We have to focus on the narrow ideology where there is points of failure. And the biggest point of failure with Islam is declaring someone a prophet whom you can't even prove existed historically. Jesus has been proven historically. The letters of Litterus, I believe that's how it's pronounced, literally written by a Roman soldier who witnessed the crucifixion, described Christ in detail. And these letters had not been seen for hundreds of years. Because people don't want to believe anymore, right? They want to condemn. The left have hidden documents so that they can play their I condemn you game, right? Oh, you can't prove Jesus. He's not a historical figure. He's a fiction of your imagination. Then why are you hiding the documents from us that prove he existed? Why are you hiding the letters of condemnation that were written by the 12 Pharisees, the 12 leaders of Judaism, right? Why are you not hiding the letters of condemnation if he didn't exist? This is why the evangelicals have a big argument with Israel, because Israel hides the documents. Now, the Harez, I think they're called, or the dissenters, they told us that these letters exist, right? You've heard of the Jewish dissenters, haven't you?
No, I haven't.
They do not believe in the absolutism of the interpretations of Moses' documents, that the Babylonian text is not Judaism. They do not believe it is the law interpretation of Moses' laws, right? They believe it's straight out that, yeah, there's a huge rift in Judaism. Because they believe modern Judaism is a creation of the left, right? The tribalists, right? The people who want to create this huge global collective. They've organized the religion around it. And these people, they believe that they're the Orthodox Jews and that Judaism has been hijacked by political left and political right for their own purposes, and that they themselves, only give you a watered-down Talmud, which is the Babylonian text, which they condemn as not the laws of Moses, right?
I think so. I think I've followed now. I've heard the words before, the Talmud, the stuff like that. I'm assuming that is the Jewish holy text.
The Talmud is a collection of scrolls that became their holy text. Yes,
gotcha.
But originally, Judaism was a tradition, and it was based on the laws of Moses, and there were 13 interpretations. The Orthodox or the radical or whatever you want to call them, the Hazis or whatever, right, or the dissenting Jews are only one of 13 factions. The other 12 factions have all decided they will follow the one text that was put together in 1883 by a German translator who took thousands of scrolls, translated them all, matched them up, and eradicated all those that didn't meet what he called the orthodoxy, right? That's where the orthodox comes from, right? Where there's this one continuous orthodox interpretation of all the different religious prophets, right? So what they've literally done is take, some of the books like Acts and the Psalms and stuff like that and say that's orthodox, right? And
Yeah.
everything else is outside of that. So it's really funny that the people who call themselves orthodox are not orthodox in the eyes of the other 12, but the other 12 are using a created orthodoxy that they created. That's why there's fewer religious sects today than there used to be, because they've stamped out the individual teachings of different prophets. So Christianity, how many people go around saying they're a follower of Matthew, Mark, Luke, or John?
None.
Yeah, orthodoxy is pretty like a lot of people notice that there aren't that many differences between the different sects of Christianity. And now that we get along, except for a handful of fanatics, most people don't care. Once you realize, what does it matter if he goes to church on Saturday or Sunday or Friday morning? It doesn't bother me. Why does it hurt me that he goes to church on a different day? I know what it is. It's the people who give up their Sunday who think that because Sunday's the holiest day, I'm giving up part of my holy day and you're not. You're being lazy. It's, again, you not wanting to actually do it but need an excuse, right? If you get upset by someone else's behavior, it's an outward reflection of your internal dismay. And you're not addressing your own issues. And for a long time, Christianity never internally reflected on their own misgivings. So Judaism is going through that Reformation, a second Reformation. They had a first Reformation, which they won't want to acknowledge. Now they're having that confrontation by the most religious factions, all right, who are saying we have this. The orthodoxy we're told about Judaism is not orthodoxy. It is artificially imposed on us by educational institutions, right? The religious indoctrination by a handful who want to, basically the reason why certain parts of Israel are holy is simply because I told you so. Why? Well, it turns out because they own the land there, right? The people who, right? The religious leaders, they owned Tel Aviv and that, right?
Okay.
You knew that, right? They owned.
I think so. Yeah. I kind of did.
Yeah. The religious people who created Israel, they owned Israel. They owned the land already. They turned, right? Because if you look at the maps, there is no Israel. Israel is the kingdom that David wanted to build, but he was only king of Judea, not of the neighboring countries. And they were not a country technically. They were a county of Assyria, conveniently left out from historical texts by many. And this is what the dissenting Jews are talking about, that technically, right, it's not all of Israel that is holy. It is only those segments, right, of the the Temple of David, Jerusalem, yes, that is where they can agree. But they also say that there is a treaty which they must honor, right? Same with the treaty of the Romans. They believe, the Jews have broken their word and that Israel should have never been formed. That's where they are majorly in what you would call a schism, right? It is a major schism in Judaism that there are Jews who say, well, but there are also Muslims who dissent and say, well, this tiny bit of land does not hurt us, right? It does not change our lives if Israel did or did not exist. That's why they signed the Abraham Accords, because it does not affect them.
Gotcha. I'm not sure.
Now, the reason why there was so much fighting over Jerusalem had nothing to do with religion. That was all pretext. The actual fighting is Jerusalem used to be one of the most important ports in the world. And before you tell me that Jerusalem is landlocked and not on any major river, you are right. But remember, the majority of shipping used to take place over land, and Jerusalem had the largest well in the region. It was the end of the Silk Road, where silk came from China, from Persia, by Persian traders, to be traded with the Romans, the Greeks, and to some extent, the Arabs. Although the Arabs gave them salt, the Romans brought gold, in which they exchanged for silk and pepper. You know, And so Jerusalem became the major hub of world trade at the time. But now that it's no longer a hub of world trade, it's just become a religious war over religions where the ideas that they're fighting for are long since past, right? Religious war was a pretext in order to invoke fanaticism so that they would never give up fighting, right? Every few generations, they'd build up their numbers again and go fight over it. The problem is, even when Islam ruled it, other Islamic factions would fight for control of that city because they'd say, and that's where you have this schism between Iran and Saudi Arabia, because you have the two, I suppose, idiots still fighting over a trinket that no longer has value. But to justify their wars, they artificially created value by calling it the Holy City.
Yeah.
When in fact the whole wars were desert wars over the water in Jerusalem, and the fact that by having that water you could control the trade in the region, because because it was basically a double tax. Not only could you collect tax on every trade, but you also sold them the water at a premium price, because there was, you had to travel 3 days with it, so you had to buy a lot of water at Jerusalem to turn around and go back.
Yeah.
So a lot of people have made stuff up over time, which has weaved its way into religion, and that's why you had having now this call for reformation in the Islamic text is to get rid of the hadiths and all these other add-ons, and basically recognize the fact that Muhammad was not, and this is the biggest thing they can't, right? The Islamic dilemma is that Muhammad was not a prophet. He was a preacher. He was not a prophet. Nothing he said was his own words. Therefore, they cannot be the word of God if he's repeating other people's word of God. If you know what I mean, right? It's like, it's like a priest can't claim to be a prophet. Why? Because he's reading the Bible. Well, that's what Muhammad did, except he tried to do it from memory. And that's why it's so fundamentally flawed. And that's why a lot of the hadiths contradict each other, because he couldn't remember, from day to day, he couldn't remember what he said yesterday. And this downgrading of Muhammad is the greatest insult to Arabs, because they don't have a prophet, right? All the prophets are Semites, not Arabs. And before you ask what's the difference, Arabs are a mixed race of Caucasians, Semites, Greeks, and Romans. They're not a pure race. They're a mixture of peoples, right? And a lot of Arabs don't want to admit this, but they're descendants of slaves. So they have that psychological chip on their shoulder, that they have to, that angst for these, for the people, the people of the North who oppressed them for centuries. That's why, But the biggest angst, of course, was the invasion of the Mongols. which ironically gave them their empire, because when the Mongol Empire collapsed, they inherited it. But then their caliphate collapsed because they did the only thing they knew how, is that they enslaved others. They went from being slaves to enslaving others. And in order to keep their power, they never released the slaves from their service. See, that's the strange thing about it. In the past, when slavery was practiced, it would only be like 10 years, 20 years, whatever, probably at most 30. They never kept slaves for a long period of time, or kept the same slave for a long period of time. Because over time, people's productivity goes down, right?
Yeah.
So you kept the slave for what? Indentured servant, whatever, 10 years, and then you said, go fuck off, and you'd replace them, right? Well, the Arabs didn't do that. They worked them to death.
Gotcha.
And the empire collapsed because so many military resources went into gathering slaves, keeping these huge slave camps, burying the dead, huge turnover. Their profit. Yeah. So eventually, the world economy collapsed in their eyes because slavery was no longer profitable. So without an army, without a means to pay their army, the caliphate couldn't hold together. Now they're thinking, well, if they just keep expanding and take over the entire world, their economy can't collapse. And it's the same thing with China. They believe if they take over the world or control the world, their economy can't collapse. Sorry, my neighbor's knocking at the door.
It's all right. Yeah, no problem. Hey, we got several people watching over on Rumble, and we got several people watching over on YouTube. Hello, how are you? Good evening. Drop a comment. Tell us your thoughts on things that have been going on lately. Within the last 24 hours, we've had quite a bit of discussion with the Trump dropping all the evidence. Or well, it doesn't. To me personally, I voted for Trump 3 different times. I'm not too thrilled with this most recent election with this administration. I don't think it's his fault. I think he's just surrounding himself with idiots again. I would love to be proven wrong, so please drop in a comment if you think I'm wrong, and tell me why, because I'm not opposed to different opinions. Like I love good conversation. So feel free to tell me why I'm wrong. But it's things that I've been seeing, and I'm just not. However, I will say this. However, what we got now is light years better than what could have been if who won 2024 election. So we'll just say that for sure. That we know. But yeah, seriously, tell me your thoughts. I would love to know them. Dr. Coffindale's in the chat. What's up, buddy? I see that you're too busy with your family, but you're not too busy to come comment on the stream. So there's that. I've been looking for comments to pop up, but I've been looking in the wrong section. So right there is where they're at. Right. The screen's backwards. Right there is where they're going to pop up over here. On David's face. So he's stepped away to deal with a pressing issue that's live. Hey, I'm actually trying to come up with a new channel logo. I've been playing around with some stuff on X, and I'm gonna put this up here, and we're gonna go through it and look at it. These are just the different options I've got. I'm gonna share this with David when he comes back, but I think it's kind of neat. Some of these different logos look kind of cool. I'm kind of done with the chicken, the rooster, if you will. See, our old logo has been around for about 5 years now. It's on my cup. It's everywhere. And, I think it's time for a new. So I was looking I kind of like this gold, the bronze, copper, I got the navy and the blue, the navy and the gold. I mean, navy and blue. I'm an idiot. Black and crimson red, and then the keeping it. Now, the only reason why I'm liking this is because I did like the green on the original logo. So I think the green and the gold is still kind of like keeping it real for me. So I'm just kind of right there with it. I've been using some AI tools trying to figure it out. I started looking up some logo information. These are some of the first ones, and I kind of liked the way this was laid out, but I wanted it to be more of the microphone, so I did that. So that's kind of where we're at with it. This was the first redesign because I wanted to. This was the original channel logo, by the way, the one that's everywhere. You guys know it. Some of you love it. And then I got it to redo that, and I just to do a fresh take. And I was like, okay, cool. Like that's cool, but let's change it up. So then we started getting into these, and I wanted to keep it current. So I wanted to have a new, fresh look. So we stayed with the warm accents, and I'm really digging the gold, the black and gold, but I'm thinking the copper. See, that's more gold, and this is more copper. So kind of like the copper, but I also kind of like the green. So, Dr. Coffee Nails, what do you think? What color do you like? I kind of like the green, but whatever. It's going to be all over our whatever I pick is going to be on our Instagram. It's going to be on our Facebook. It's going to be on. Hey, David, what's up, man? You good?
My neighbour's good. Sorry, man.
You're good. You're good.
I got an elderly neighbour, and she sometimes, time to time, just stops to make sure that I'm still alive.
Wellness check.
Yeah. It's fine. The area I live in, everyone.
So we're discussing new channel logos.
And I like the look of that mic.
I do too. So I'll briefly give you what I was just doing. This is the green right here. That's our normal. You know it. Everybody knows it. That's the logo, right?
Yeah.
I asked AI to give me a fresh take, and it gave me that. I
told it. Nice.
I told AI. I said, "Look, man, I'm just not. I want a different take." So it started with these, and I picked the middle one and was like, "Let's redefine that and let's give it some warmth and keep it. Give me some like." That's what it came up with.
Yes.
All right. So then this one, and then I did a few other things, just kind of learn more. Then I looked at I looked at different color combinations. So it's the same thing. That's the one that you liked. All right. I looked at colors. Yeah. So this is more gold and black. This is more of a copper and black.
Yeah.
The bronze copper says a rugged, warm, masculine strength with tough, premium edge, great for bold discussions.
Hell yeah!
Then there's the deep navy, silver, and gold. Classic trust, premium power, builds on your previous favorite with a rich navy depth. Then there's black and crimson red. Intense passion and authority, perfect for high stakes men's conversation. Use red sparingly as accent for maximum impact.
Yeah.
I don't really love that. That looks more like it should belong to the other channel that got nuked years ago.
Yeah.
And then there's the forest green and gold. Stable, grounded strength with growth undertones. Ideal for men's room focused on development and real talk.
All right, I'd go with the copper or the green. Put that to the vote. The copper or the green.
I'm gonna save them both.
Yeah.
And I think I can do a poll over on Instagram and maybe leave it up to there.
Yeah.
So just food for thought. We'll
Yeah, the
Yeah.
copper. I'm leaning to the copper.
I kind of like it. I'll be honest. I like both of them.
That's the problem.
So
Both of them too.
either way, whoever wins is cool.
Yeah, exactly. All right. I don't think I need to explain the religious schism. Well, I think I covered it. I think people understand that that there is people who starting to question things, and there's a lot of the narratives that both Jews and Muslims cling to don't have any historical basis past the 1800s, right?
I think so. I
And
think I
that,
follow.
yeah, and that Israel doesn't want to even entertain the Hariz of why should they when they think they've still got the majority on side. The thing is that majority is every year is slowly going down. The number of people who identify as a Jew is going down. The number of people who identify as Muslim may be very high, but the number of people who identify as the center is 30%. Right, and if 30% of your population is dissenting, that's significant, and will only increase once you reach critical mass, like that. It'll only, you know,
Yeah.
yeah. If you can't prove your argument to large numbers of people, that will only increase, right? Because eventually more and more people say, well, you can't prove your argument. I'm not going to believe you anymore. It's like flat earth, right? The majority of people do not believe flat earthers. Even long before we had satellites and overhead surveillance and all these other things that could produce. And yeah, I know the curvature of the earth is that, like, such a fragment because it's so big. It's just so hard for us to imagine something that big. Our minds, our perceptions are all around that 5 kilometer radius around us. So our perception is always going to be flat. We can't see the world as a fishbowl. We can't see the gradient. It's in our interpretations. It's the way our brain works.
All right, so I put it on. I'm putting it on X, both images, and I'm gonna put the thumbs up and the heart. I'm making the image, then I'm gonna put it over. Oh, what the heck? Never mind. I mean, it looks like I'm not doing that because no.
You can only do thumbs up.
Well, it just doesn't. It doesn't look right. Like they redid it, and it doesn't look good at all. So I don't know. It's like it took it and well, here, let me just show you real quick. Like I asked it to make an image together. What I really wanted was just like these two, and then put like the heart and the thumbs up. What it gave me, it reformatted it, and it looks terrible.
Does, man. You can't use that. No.
Like, just make it the way I said it.
Yes. That one you get 1,000. That's gay. Are you gay?
Why are you gay?
Why are you gay? Yeah.
So, well,
all right. We've eaten a lot of time up here. Do you still want to play? Do you want to play the game for an hour, or
we might. We might.
Yeah,
Hold on.
Well, yeah.
Let's see.
Might as well play the game now.
Oh, it scared me. Oh, where are you at? Oh, I mean, I see you, but I'm just like, are you going back upstairs? Okay. I don't know if you're playing game. Oh my gosh. My wife's behind me. She's distracting me. I'm just picking. Anyway. All right, new channel logo. I'm posting it on Facebook right now, and then I'll we're gonna put it all.
Yeah, we're gonna video game in a moment. He's gonna save the 2 images, put it together later.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait and do it later because That's distracting, and I can't figure out, like, I want to make one image and then put like the little heart and the thumbs up and post it everywhere so that people can put like a heart or a thumbs up to tell me yay or nay.
Yeah.
Let's go back to Hogwarts Legacy. I haven't played that in a while. Oh crap.
It's cool. Whoop.
I'm gonna
I
go-
heard something crash.
No, I think it's just the dingus in this trying to play. I don't know. Hogwarts. That's right. Hogwarts plays on the main stream, the main screen.
Yeah.
So let's see how. What am I wanted to open? So do it. Do the
Do it. Do it.
play it.
Do it live.
Do the thing, man. Come on, huh? Come on, man.
Do the thing. The thing I told you to do. Dang.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Okay, here we go. All right. Share screen.
Hey, what happened to the Hogwarts TV show? Have they stopped?
Share.
Have they stopped, or they're just not reporting on it anymore?
You know, I don't know.
Because I've tried to find out. Nobody seems to know, is it stopped or is it dead? Most people are just
It
hoping
would have
it's
been
dead.
cool, but
Well, the problems with the Hogwarts TV show is the casting. And I think they're going to go ahead with it. But Amazon is not happy. They've got to cut costs.
yeah.
They've wasted several $1 billion
Well,
on
yeah, they
projects
did.
already that have not
Yeah,
made
with
the money.
with old boy. What's his nuts? All right, what am I doing? Like, come on, let's go. Is it still loading?
They're trying to salvage,
tell.
at the moment, they're trying to salvage their Lord of the Rings franchise rights because, yeah, that was a huge purchase. But if they could turn things around, that would be, Amazon needs the money, right? They're definitely bleeding money. They got to cut costs by $6 billion.
Yeah.
And most of that is entertainment, failed games, failed TV shows. The problem is that they have people who don't know how to work within a budget.
This is no ordinary vault. I suspect we will need to earn our way out of here.
What do you mean, earn our way out? Do you think this is some sort of test?
I do. But to what end, I can't say. Stay close. There will be no disapparating if things go poorly. Not out of Gringotts.
Well, all right then. I've heard this is a very like in-depth game. I will say the picture looks fantastic.
Yeah, it's a huge puzzle. It's a huge maze game, right?
Something ahead,
What is it?
I see something
glow
up
again.
ahead.
but on the floor.
Lumos! What happened?
When I moved towards the glow, it suddenly seemed as if the ground was swirling about.
Are you all right?
Yes, sir, I'm fine.
You seem to have caused the floor to change.
That statue.
What statue?
I see some sort of statue, but only as a reflection in the floor.
Revelio. I presume this is what you saw reflected in the floor.
It is. The reflection's still there, but the statue's positions don't match. Wait, when you moved, the reflection turned in the direction of the light.
Perhaps you should cast Lumos.
Yeah.
Steady your wand with L, guide it along the symbol path to learn the spell. Press the corresponding input when prompted. Accelerate your wand motion along the symbol's path.
Press the numbers in the right order. Well,
Oh,
just
I hit the wrong. Okay. That was kind of neat. You've acquired Wand Lighting Charm, Lumos, which has automatically been slotted in your spell set. Lumos creates a light at the tip of your wand and helps you see in dark areas. Hold RT and tap Y. Let's see, right?
Lumos.
Well done.
Now
Cool.
the reflection is turning towards me. It does follow the light.
oh, it's going to be one of the poles. Yeah. All right. Don't leave. You can't leave the area, but there we go.
Interesting. This looks like a problem. Uh-oh. Now there are more of them? Why?
Protego. Accio. Descendo. Levioso. Deposo. Deposo. Levioso. Protego. Expulso. Levioso. Protego. Confringo.
Uh-oh. Ouch.
You got to start doing the same. You got to start eliminating them.
Lumos.
Well, he knows how to do that. I'm just kind of like, I've got to
Stay
defend.
close.
Right. Look for something out of place or different. Oh.
Professor! Professor Fig! Professor, where are you? This isn't good. Where am I supposed to go? What's happening? The wisps
Nope.
of magic seem to be leading me somewhere.
Follow the prompts.
Ah, that's where they're leading me. That glow again. Revelio. I suppose I'm on my own this time.
Nope. There we are.
But there's something right back here in gold over top of my head. I don't know what it is, but I can't go to it because it resets me.
Yeah.
Luke. I need to align these statues with their reflections.
Yeah.
It seems I have no choice. I'm going to have to fight my way out of here.
Protego.
Get them to crash into each other? I don't know. You got no offensive spell?
Ouch. Yeah. Oh, review your objectives. Reveal the way forward. Okay. Ouch. That hurt.
Protego.
Gotcha. Way to go, dingus. Alright, hold Y during Protego to stun enemies with Stupefy. Counterattack. Stun enemies take extra damage indicated by gold numbers. Sweet.
Right.
Uh-oh.
Protego.
Stupefy.
Oh,
Stupefy.
you gotta remember when you get one, the others come for you. Yeah.
I didn't hold it. Stupefy.
You gotta be careful of the edge. Oh, good.
Come get it. Stupefy. It makes me think of that,
There you
what
go.
is that? What's that song from Disturbed?
Superfly.
Lumos.
Stupefy.
All right.
Velio.
There's that.
There it is. Yeah.
Let's go to it first.
This time you can go to it.
Search.
Look. Where's the there? No.
Lumos.
What? Where? I'm going the other direction now. All right. Taking you towards it. Yeah.
Oh, I see something.
Now. Yeah.
Investigator. Oh, we're gonna do it.
It's a double arch.
Yeah. I guess we're going through it.
Revelio.
Revelio. There's another chest. I can get money and stuff.
Magic. What you're doing is filling up your magic.
Yeah.
Protego.
Wrong button. I thought he said potato at first.
Yeah. But
Excuse me.
oh, Alice in Wonderland, drink me.
Yeah.
There you are.
There you are.
How
He's
did
not the
you-
real him. I don't know that for a fact.
What is this
I'm just
place?
guessing.
I don't know. But I found this floating above that basin.
That is no mere basin
No, that's
The
not.
memory pen save.
for viewing memories.
Yep. I remember the movies.
Wonder.
Mhm.
There it is. It'll be silvery. Yep.
Follow my lead.
Have you heard the Harry Potter conspiracy?
No.
The real, okay, Harry Potter is a story about a mentally ill child
In place. The portier's
going
broken.
through a psychotic break from reality.
I wonder if the path we've created
may be impossible to follow. It will only be impossible for one who cannot see traces of ancient magic as I can.
Your ability to see what others cannot will not be enough, Percival. We are entrusting the one who embarks on this path with powerful secrets, with knowledge others will do anything to obtain.
Yes, and if we are correct, Charles, the witch or wizard who completes the trials will have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge, and the responsibility that accompanies it.
We've done all that we can.
That's what you're seeing. The glow that surrounded them.
Yes, sir.
Astonishing.
Can I see magic?
Traces of an ancient magic, to be precise. The magic that Miriam had always believed existed, but could never. Miriam, and perhaps George, died in pursuit of knowledge that has been dormant for centuries. And you, it seems, are the key to understanding why.
It all looks rather different than it did a moment ago.
Someone's coming.
Who were they?
I don't know. But, sir, you shouldn't be in here.
I was right.
Ranrock.
Seems my reputation precedes me. I was beginning to think no one was ever going to visit Rackham's vault.
And why are you here?
No need for that. Just give me whatever it is you found here and we can let bygones be bygones.
Sir, they have the key to the vault.
Choose your next words wisely.
I only meant that the instructions to Vault 12 were quite clear. Sir, I must insist. I was to grant access only to one with the key, and you didn't have them.
I have no patience for traitors. Now, where were we?
Where were we?
I'm not giving you anything.
Well, perhaps your young friend here will be more helpful.
I bet you would like your young friend.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Uh-oh. Big guy. Uh-oh.
Guardian.
Oh no.
I know a way out. Professor!
Oh! Are you all right?
Fine,
You
sir.
alright?
I've never seen so powerful a goblin. He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic.
Yeah.
Where are we?
It can't be. It seems those who set up the pensive, the locket, and the path to both wanted someone with your ability to end up here. Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to.
because in the books Harry Potter, there are descriptions that sometimes contradict, that they'll show the world as it really is, and then show the world as the mages do. An old train line to an old Scottish castle.
Oh, it's Hogwarts! Yay!
Yes.
Wonder if we're gonna finally get to go to Hogwarts and walk around. Oh man, we're finally like in the game.
Yes. Finally, the tutorial is over.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. Finally. I was like, click A, click A, click A, click A. Come on. Click A.
Okay, this is set in the late 1800s, full of 50 students who discovers ancient magic while navigating a goblin rebellion. 1890 to be precise.
Nice.
And this is your professor.
Oh, cool.
Good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony? Phineas, Nigellus, Black. Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Nice.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem
Enough. Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left.
He seems
If you're
pleasant.
lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
I hate to say it, even though it is a worn cliche, the arrogant power trope, I have run into real people like this who never want to know the truth.
Yeah.
They only want...
Professor Weasley!
They want the world to be some controllable thing that they're in charge of.
Welcome. You're just in time.
Professor Weasley.
Have a seat.
Yeah, these are all the grandparents of the Harry Potter characters.
Gotcha.
Because in the wizarding world, the only jobs wizards have is Hogwarts.
Ah, yes. A bit older,
Or the Ministry.
aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions, certain expectations.
I'm looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventurous spirit, but your professors have a great deal to teach you as well. I wonder...
What is it?
I detect something in you. A certain sense of... what is it?
Daring, curiosity, loyalty, or ambition? Curiosity, I think.
You're getting sorted.
A desire to learn? I do enjoy a good puzzle, and I believe I have a ready mind.
You're
a Hufflepuff.
You have the ability to reflect clearly on that which puzzles others. And you've a ready mind, quick to learn. Perhaps you belong in Ravenclaw.
Oh, Ravenclaw, eh? Yeah, even the game doesn't like Hufflepuff.
Yeah. Sorting hat will take your choice into account when sorting in a house. Ravenclaw house, known for intelligence, creativity, and wit. I don't know. What are the other houses?
Gryffindor is the the hero archetypes. Ravenclaw are the Slytherin are the sneaky backstabbers. Hufflepuff are the geeks, and the Ravenclaw are the nerds.
Yeah, I guess we'll go Ravenclaw. That's me. Like, I'm not. I mean, knowing bravery, daring, bravery, and chivalry. I don't know. I like a lion. I don't know. What do you think?
I think you're going Ravenclaw because you already answered the question.
Yeah. Intelligence, creativity, and wit. That's
Yeah.
pretty close to me. This game's got me pretty sorted.
And you've a ready mind, quick to learn.
Yeah. Alright, accept the house. Let's go. Let's get it over with.
You belong in Ravenclaw!
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled. Enough!
You couldn't fit it in.
But don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Shut up.
I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Fine. Whatever. Gosh.
Whatever, Professor Wankoff.
Right?
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Like
She's the headmistress. The deputy headmistress.
I smell predator.
Right? I'm glad I'm not the only one
Might
picking
be a
up
bit
on
of a
that.
challenge, but I'm sure you're up for.
I am, Professor.
This is the entrance to the Ravenclaw common room. You must solve a riddle to enter. I won't be of much help, I'm afraid. This sort of thing has always confounded me.
Oh, we gotta do a riddle.
It's always changing. It's an ever-changing riddles, yes.
Who lived longer? The ghost or the poltergeist?
A ghost or a poltergeist? A non-being can never have been.
Nice. I didn't have to answer that because I was like, what?
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
I'm watching you walk away. What is this, Harrietta Weinstein?
Mm-hmm.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
Well, it's almost as if this game chipped out on its budget. Oh.
I need to go up, but I want to go downstairs and see what's up.
Yeah. I'm going to be a very naughty, naughty boy.
Let's look at
Revelio.
cool stuff.
And explore this big open world full of empty spaces.
Yeah. Oh, hey. Level 3 lock.
Revelio.
Well, okay then.
So why is there... Oh, that's the markers. Okay.
There's something underneath me.
Yeah. It's a lock.
I was like, what is that?
Oh, I know where you're at. This is the bathroom. The tap.
Nice bathhouses.
Yeah. No, go to the tap.
That's so weird. Why can't I take a shower? Well, I guess there's showers over here. So you can take a shower or a bath? No, that's toilet.
Toilet. The lavatory! You're in England!
That's weird.
I wouldn't call toilets until the modern era. Lavatory. There you go. That's...
Why?
I don't know.
Hey, urinal.
I don't do... Yeah. I don't know why the language changed. I think it's just the influx of different cultures and... Which one? How do you know which one's which room? Whose room is what?
I don't know.
This should be interesting.
Last year, my mother swore she heard a banshee. She couldn't sleep for fear that one was the student.
One moment. Watch this.
Ugh! What is this? Someone threw a dung bomb.
A dung bomb.
That wasn't quite the reaction I wanted. Oh well.
Right. What did you hope would happen?
I suppose I hoped it would lighten the mood. Ravenclaws can be a bit on edge the first day of class. I'm Everett, by the way. You seem downright calm next to some of these characters, and you survived a rather harrowing trip here.
This dude...
How'd you know that?
It sounds pretty gay.
I'm glad to be here. Ready for classes to start.
Good. Glad to hear it. Truly, there's no reason to be nervous. Most professors are firm but fair. I mean, not all of the tricks I play are as simple as a dung bomb, and I'm still here.
Wait, did you say most professors are fun but fair?
Ha! I did. But probably best I let you judge for yourself. I do tend to push their limits. I should wander off before someone traces that dung bomb back to me. Nice meeting you.
You too, Everett.
Yeah, it's not like they remember who done it last time.
Revelio.
Hey, at least they didn't make him black, right?
Must be different. Starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
Deep breath. Why, hello. Would you like to take a look?
Amit. My dude.
Anything other than the girls' showers, I'm getting out of here.
Too much in the day. Well, except for stars like Sirius, Canopus, Vega, and Arcturus.
As soon as we finish talking to this other guy, we're going to go.
Pleasure to have you in Ravenclaw. Never met someone who's been so close to a dragon before.
Can't say I'd recommend it, frankly.
Muhammad Jihad.
It's nice to meet you, Amit. I take it you like astronomy.
Oh, yes.
My name's
so
Rusty.
much to be learned from the stars. Also, There's something about the open air and night sky above the tower. It's invigorating.
Muhammad
You will
Jihad.
adore astronomy. Professor Shaw is incredibly knowledgeable.
They're telling you shit without telling you shit. The
I'm
astronomy
afraid I'm not
tower.
much
Got
for
it.
memorizing constellations. Enough to worry about on the ground.
Well, you should know that all fifth years must take astronomy. However, I think you will feel differently after one night up on the tower. A quality telescope can show you things you never dreamed of.
I suppose I'll see you in class then.
Yes. Oh, and speaking of class, better get to my first one of the year.
Can I
Nothing
get
like
a-
the smell
can I
of
get a
fresh parchment, is
Slurpee?
there? Be seeing you.
From the 7-Eleven.
Yep.
I adore playing
That's not right either.
A bit violent, but God says it's good.
7-Eleven or truck driver?
I want him to be in the perfect place.
I give money!
But I want to find it. Great golden gobstones. I want him to thrive here.
Golden gobstones.
My own
That's
little
new.
expression. I bought this Dittany seedling from home and I so want him to feel cozy. Dittany is amazing, isn't it? So much healing power in such a little plant. I've a bit of a thing for plants, as you can see. Pleased to meet you. I'm Samantha.
Nice to meet you, Samantha. Is Dittany used in Wiggenweld potion?
It is. Looks like someone's been studying up on their potion making.
Actually, Professor Fig told me about the Wiggenweld potion.
Of course. I heard you were studying with him before term. He's an
Of
enigma, Fig.
course.
Teaches about theory, yet seems to know a lot about practical magic.
He's quite knowledgeable, or I wouldn't know. He's quite knowledgeable.
Professor Fig does know a great deal about different forms of magic.
Doing the things.
Well, I hope he told you about more than Wiggenweld. You've lots to catch up on, I'm sure.
You got lots to catch up on. Nice talking with you. Isn't Hufflepuff? You like plants?
Hey, lady,
Most
I'm only
students
interested in
prefer-
you and biology.
An affinity for herbology is more typical of a Hufflepuff than a Ravenclaw, isn't it?
Ordinarily, perhaps, but it runs in my family. We've a full plot of these
runs
little
in my
fellows back home.
family?
I suppose you could say herbology is in my roots.
Herbology's in your roots.
Is it common practice for students to grow their own ingredients?
Oh, yes. In fact, our herbology teacher, Professor Garlick, encourages it.
Garlic.
And I don't think Professor Sharp, our potions master, cares where you get your ingredients as long as your brews are all perfect.
Nice talking
It was
with
nice to meet you, Samantha. Good luck with your Dittany.
Thank you. And good
Dittany.
luck to you too on your first day.
Hey there, new Ravenclaw. Professor Weasley is looking for you just outside. You had best not keep her waiting.
This is my sister's first year at Hogwarts. Every time she pretends not to see me in the halls, I can't.
All right, we're gonna save here. I gotta peace out right now.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, fresh meat! The predator is outside waiting for you.
save slot, save complete. Awesome.
All
right, dudes and dudettes. We'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow morning for some coffee and gaming. We probably will keep playing Watch Dogs because we're almost close to beating that game. I'm pretty sure.
Well, the thing is, because it's open world and you've completed so much already. I mean, what is it? 2, 3 barrows left or something?
I think so.
Yeah. All right.
So, yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. It'll be tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Coffee and Gaming. Buy David's book. Check out all of our links down below in the description. You guys have a great day. Take care, and we'll see you next time. 7 a.m. tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Good day, sir.
Later, dudes.
Good night, Jimbo.
Ooh, actually, I said 7 a.m. It's actually supposed to be 6 a.m. So 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, right here on the men's room, we're gonna be going coffee and gaming. I gotta call David. Dag nabbit. He done jumped off here before. Hey, 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. 6 a.m. 6 a.m. 6 a.m. 6 a.m. Bye.
Goodbye. Bye.
Good day, sir.
Later, dudes.
Good night, Jimbo.
Hell, I got to go.
No.
Burn in hell, New World Order. Fuck you. You, New World Order. You, Bill Gates.
I love you. You gotta do better than that. I love you.